So let me ask you a question. Have you ever thought about when you would retire? 50? 55? 65? Canadians are working longer than they ever have before. In fact, in Canada, the age of eligibility for old age security pension will gradually increase from 65 to 67 over 6 years starting in 2023. It's not surprising that the demographics of workers are changing. I mean, consider the workforce and what it would have looked like a century ago. In the year 1900, the average life expectancy in North America was 47 years. To put that in comparison, people born in Canada today are expected to live over 81 years. So what does this all mean for you? Well, look around your workplace, and chances are you will encounter a mature worker. For the sake of this presentation, let's consider a mature worker to be anyone over the age of 55. 1 in 4, or a quarter of employees today, are mature workers. But why are people working longer? What are the social factors that are contributing to this? Well, there are issues such as family dynamics and couples wanting to retire together. Also, some people may not have yet achieved the career goals that they set for themselves and are driven to continue working until they do. And then, one reason that is often forgotten, interest. Some individuals really love their job and their coworkers, and they're reluctant to retire. But the number one reason why people continue to work later in life, can you guess? That's right, it's money. We know that the age that you will be able to receive an old age pension will go up soon, further encouraging people to continue to work longer. In addition, many people need to work longer to support their lifestyle, or because they have not yet saved enough for retirement. When it comes down to it, for most of us, it's all about the money. So what sets mature workers apart from everyone else? Let's look at this from two perspectives, the benefits and the challenges. Ever heard that old saying, knowledge is power? Well, mature workers have lots of that to contribute to the work environment. In fact, companies are seeking out mature workers because the baby boomers are retiring soon, and they will potentially be losing many workers who are skilled and knowledgeable. There's also something to be said for loyalty. Mature workers are more likely to stay in a job for a longer period than a younger worker. And the challenges? Well, there are a variety. Let's look at this from a person, environment, and occupational perspective. In the person, there may be a variety of physical limitations that can limit mature workers' ability to do their work. Things such as hearing loss, vision loss, arthritis, and a general lack of endurance are typical conditions that are associated with getting older. But it is interesting to note that mature workers are not typically the ones getting hurt on the job. That dubious distinction goes to workers aged 15 to 24. In fact, in Canada, mature workers are among the least likely to take time off work for injuries. It's those middle-agers who take twice as much injury-related time off than any other demographic. And how about the work environment? Well, as we've already established, mature workers are often living with physical limitations that make it harder for them to navigate the work environment. Let me give you an example. This is Francine. She works for Canada Post as a mail sorter. She has been working at her job for over 25 years and loves it and her coworkers. There's only one problem. Recently, arthritis in her thumbs and fingers have made them stiff and painful. She's not able to use her box cutters as easily anymore, and it's important for her job. What is she to do? This example highlights not only how her physical environment is not supporting her, but also the occupational demands of the job. As people age, the role they play in the workplace may need to change or be modified to better support the employee, like Francine. She is an excellent worker, and with a few minor adjustments, she could be working more efficiently and relatively pain-free for years to come. So again, you may be asking, why am I telling you all of this? Because you have the power to change the landscape of the workforce. Yes, you. We have already established that hiring and retraining older workers is pretty much going to be inevitable in the future. And you have an opportunity to get ahead of other employers by being prepared. How, you ask? There are a variety of strategies for making the workplace more accessible for workers. Ergonomic assessments are a useful way of identifying the areas of the work environment that can be contributing to workplace injuries. Think about it. Making a small adjustment to a chair can prevent back and neck pain and save you thousands in injury-related wages. Considering work restructuring. If a worker is unable to meet the physical demands of the job, there may be other ways that they can contribute to the workforce. Knowledge and experience are valuable commodities. Maybe there are other roles that you could be capitalizing on. Since older workers are remaining in the workforce even longer than ever before, it can be economically beneficial for you to consider them for retraining programs so that they can fill new positions. And what about modified work? When a worker is experiencing limitations due to a specific injury, they may need tools or strategies that will help them do the same job that they were doing before. For example, take Francine. She can still sort mail, she just needs a modified box cutter with a different handle to make it easier and reduce the pain that she feels when completing the task. Work hardening programs can also be beneficial in getting people prepared to handle the physical limitations of their work after an injury has occurred. And sometimes, it's the simplest adjustments that make a world of difference. Have employees with low vision make the font for the company information sheets larger and the safety signs larger and increase the contrast. Hard of hearing employees have materials that are written to supplement verbal communication. So we have ergonomic assessments, work restructuring, modified work, environmental modifications to make work more accessible. Seems like a lot to organize. Well, I'm going to tell you a secret. There happens to be a profession that is trained to help you in all of these areas. Occupational therapists enable people to do the things that they want to be able to do, despite any limitations that they might have. They work in all walks of life and with people of all ages. In the workplace, occupational therapists can complete ergonomic assessments, analyze the demands of a job, and make recommendations for work restructuring or modified work. They can also assess the work environment and make recommendations for changes to the setup or recommend tools that can make work more efficient and safe. They can also assess individuals who have been injured and are experiencing challenges meeting the work demands, and work with these individuals to help build their strength and endurance and to help them make adaptations to their work. The main point that I want you to leave this presentation with is that mature workers have a multitude of valuable skills that will be beneficial to your organization. That means that we need to make changes to the work environment today to support the mature workers of the future. Occupational therapists can help you do this. For more information, or to inquire about brochures and other informational material, please contact the link below. Thank you for watching.